Hey guys, so we are once again under the bonnet of my Hilux. Now today I'm going to be doing a quick video on how I installed this. This is an isolation relay for my winch, which you can see down there. So this is the diagram that I've kind of made up just to make things a bit simpler. So you've got the winch itself, and normally that winch, just the big cable, positive cable, just goes straight to the battery normally. But I wanted to isolate it for various reasons that you can look up. Just pretty much I didn't want to have a live big wire in my crumple zone, which is always live, so I want to be able to turn that off. And I also want to be able to turn it off just from in the cab. And so this is the kind of way I've done it. So I got the winch, obviously negative from the winch straight to the battery, that's all cool and easy. As you can see, that one is that one. And then a positive wire from the battery running down to the relay, so that's this one you can see here, goes to one of the top pins on the relay, which is one of these pins. This one goes round down through down into the winch, and then on the relay itself we've got one wire going to ground, which goes up to my ground is there. So I've got a wire, if I can show you, down on the front of that there's two more little pins. Oh, if it'll focus, two little pins down there, and that one goes to this ground, and the other one will go into my cab, which I'll show you on the diagram. So that live wire goes into my cab into a switch, so I can turn the relay on and off from inside my cab, or turn my winch power on and off from inside the cab. So on the back of the switch, that'll look like this. I've got a 5-pin rocker switch, just your typical rocker switch you probably find around the place. And so, okay, so let's explain this switch real quick. Pin 8 is ground, and same with pin 7, but pin 7 and pin 6 are only used if, say, I wanted the, is another little light, indicator light that comes on. You can hook it up to your dash light, so if you turn on your like headlights, there's a little light that'll come on, but I didn't want that, didn't want to mess around with too much more wiring, so I just left pin 7 and 6 empty. Pin 8 goes to ground, pin 3 goes to the relay, so that's that one that I was showing you before. There's that one there, runs round through the firewall into the cab, which I'll show you in a minute. And then pin 1 is power in from somewhere, and I've gone in my fuse box in the cab, I'll show you in a minute as well. I've gone from a always live fuse, and I've done this with a fuse adapter jumper thing. You can they're little, I'll show you that as well, but they're little things that you plug in, and you can put 2 fuses in and steal some power from that while still having the original fuse used. But that power I want continuous, because my thought process was, if I'm stuck in a river and I don't want to have my accessory on or anything, I can still use my winch. And even though that's gonna, I'll use my winch and it'll drain my battery real quick or whatever, the ability to have everything else electronically off, like everything else, all my lights and stuff off if I'm underwater, is handy. So you don't short any of that out if you don't have to. So if I had power on and accessories on and stuff, there's just a whole lot of other stuff that could potentially go wrong. So I wanted to be able to have my winch on with my car off effectively, and doing this to always live, I can do that. I think that's pretty much it. So that's just a quick diagram. I'm definitely not an auto electrician, so if you do want to look more into doing this or do it yourself, definitely go talk to an electrician if you're not sure, because I am not 100% if this is going to work. I haven't seen anyone else really do it this way, but as far as I can see, people do have isolation switches in their truck, but I just don't know what relays they use and stuff. This is a 500 amp relay, so it should handle the power going through my winch, and I shouldn't lose any power. Okay, so now I'll just jump into the cab and show you how I've gone about wiring in the switch and stuff. So I've put them, or it, down here, so if that'll focus for you guys. So that one, obviously winch power, is the one we're talking about, this one here. This one's, you can't probably see that on there, but that's his winch remote, so that's my wireless winch remote. Have to be activated from the Incab as well. So my car's completely off now, like everything's off, and I can still activate these and use my winch. You can probably hear it, the relay activating. And so to do that, this panel here in a 2012 Hilux, this whole panel just pops out, which I can't do right now, but you just get a little screwdriver or your plastic remover tool and pop that out, and then you can muck around with all your wiring underneath. I won't show you all the wiring because hopefully my diagram shows you enough, but under here I've found in my little fuse box, see that one, that little yellow fuse there, that is where I've found continuous power. It's the bottom one on the left. I don't know what that's to, but that's what has continuous power, and these are what I mean by these little fuse jumper things. I've got a couple in here for lights and various other things, but you can still how can I get that out? I can't really, but there's two fuses in here. There's a blue one and there's one in front of it as the original one. So the one at the back, that blue one you can see, runs to whatever you've added. In this case, or in our case here, the yellow one is a 20 amp fuse that I've ran to. It's actually powering both those accessories there, but you get the point. Like, you can just jump off there. It's the easiest way to just get 12 volts to activate your relays and that. So yeah, that's all I've done. This is my winch remote, the wireless one, so I can literally go activate, activate, turn the winch remote on, and then if you follow me back around here to the front of the ute where the winch is, spool out the winch, happy days, battery's off, and spool it back in without having the car on. And yes, I'll be draining the battery, but yeah, so hopefully this has helped someone out, maybe giving you an idea of what you might want to do. I'm not sure if it's going to work out in the long run, but not sure the quality of that relay, but guess we'll find out. If anything changes, I'll leave it in the comments or description somewhere if anything's gone wrong with this, or if any of you guys can see any problems with this, put it down in the comments so other people can see. Cool, another video. Thanks for watching, guys.